Hi, hello, howdy, what is up? Let's get ready for Let's Play Fire Emblem 7. We're starting this chapter up. But first, before we get into the thick of things, I didn't want to show one thing off. So, remember Hannah? You don't? Good. Don't waste your time on it. But, this is Hannah, and, she has a bit of unique dialogue, just for this one chapter. It's very pointless and unnecessary, but chances are you're probably gonna miss it unless you're habitually checking Hannah's dialogue. And it's so dumb that I wanted to point it out. I don't know if it appears in earlier chapters or later chapters, but meh. Anyway, so I've gotten everything prepared off screen, so I'm ready to start the chapter. And yeah, this chapter will be kind of hectic at first, but once we get a grip on things, it won't be too bad. And look, there's Dart. Good old Dart. He's going to be one of our new units, and boy howdy is he... I have a weakness for him because he's a pirate, and pirates are always really cool classes in these games, just because they're fun to use. But holy shit is he difficult to use in this game, just because, well, let me show you. I think I've actually already shown his stats, but for reference, we'll go over them one more time. So, at this point, we're getting to the part where enemies can start consistently doubling if you're not getting your speed up to par. And he starts with 8 speed at level 8. Like, that's not awful because Dorcas over here... Actually, Dorcas is 10 speed, so I guess that is awful. I mean, I don't know, just like, he's not really doing a whole lot at first, and it's... Granted, he has a lot of good support options. He's always a pain to use, which is a problem. He's very much worth it in my opinion, because if you can get him up to a decent level, he can promote into a Berserker like Fargus. And Berserkers are just ludicrously good units. They're also vastly underrepresented in the Fire Emblem series. For whatever reason, I don't know why. It's like, there's very few, if any, Berserkers in the series, and I'm always disappointed by that. Either way, son of a bitch. Anyway, I was gonna say, I recommend using him if you like pirates, and you also don't mind having to baby him for a bit, because he does take a while to get usable. Otherwise, you can probably pass on him, and you'll be fine. Yeah. You're honestly probably better off using like a Dorcas or Bartry if you're looking for a straight up axe user that isn't Hector. But that's just my opinion. All said and done, I like Dart, but okay. So I mentioned this earlier, but there is gonna be a unit that spawns in this area, and I don't believe they spawn in until I want to say like turn 4, maybe turn 5, possibly. So I'm gonna leave Florina behind because, not to spoil anything, but Florina recruits her. I mean them. I don't know what this voice is. Don't listen. I'm dumb. Anyway. So another thing to note about this chapter is that there is a time limit per se, because there's a bonus chapter we can get from this chapter, and I sure as hell want to get that bonus chapter. If only because it's one of the more difficult chapters in the entire game, to be honest. And also, it's a bonus chapter. We're getting all the fucking bonus chapters we can, my friends. So, the time limit is pretty forgiving if I recall correctly. I want to say it's like 10 to 12 turns, which is not that bad. You literally just have to beat Uhai, which is, he's right on this space. So, getting to this space itself isn't difficult. I think the most difficult part would probably be killing him, because he's not a difficult unit in and of itself, but with all these forest squares, it's kind of difficult to get in range of him, and he can use bows, and he's kind of annoying. I don't know, we'll see. I think I made jokes about how easy he is to beat last time, and now I'm going to talk about how difficult he is. He's so impossible. Anyway, Dart's just going to go fuck off. I'm so sorry for all the yawning. I need to go to church and spend at least 7 hours repenting. It's fairly later than usual when I'm recording this. I kind of procrastinated and put off recording this segment for no special reason, really. Like, I don't think this will be a difficult chapter. I just didn't feel like recording it for a while. That and I've been, like, getting narcolepsy, where I've been falling asleep periodically, like, just out of nowhere, where I haven't even been tired. So, like, last night I was going to record, and then I fell asleep at, like, 6, maybe 7, and then I woke up at, like, 11, and it's like, okay, it's too late to record. That almost happened tonight, and then I'm like, fuck it, I need to record. I want to stay on schedule, so... I don't like missing more than a day in a row. Like, I can skip a day, and that's fine. Missing 2 days just feels kind of sloppy. So, either way. Yeah, the thing I don't like about this section is that there's, like, units that spawn here, and I never remember them. So I'm just going to probably have Florina and her unit that she recruits deal with them. Because, honestly, it's too much of a hassle to remember them. Anyway, if I could kill her, if I could, that would be very splendid. Fuck it, you can. Sweet. Good old Urk. Maybe not good, but reliable. That's actually... I would call Urk reliable. Maybe not good, but reliable definitely feels fitting. Okay, let's do this. Really? Okay, fine. Then let's do this. Goodbye. Kent is a killing machine. I love him. With that lens support, he just becomes really fucking good. Man, I'm shit-talking Kent so much in this playthrough. And yet now here I am, defending Kent. I don't know. Ah, shit, there's those guys. So, those guys in the middle, they're approaching up from the top. They're gonna be just tons of fun to deal with. I think there's a bow using this, so I have to be careful. I don't want to send Florina. You know what, I think I'll send Urk. Urk is probably closest to them, so fuck it. And Kent is just gonna absorb all the experience, because he's a big fat ass like that. Hey! Florina's unit, cool. Wow, this is only, what, turn 3? Cool. Good. So this is Fiora. She is also a Pegasus rider. She also has kind of a weird hair design. I've always thought it's weird how, like, her hair kind of has bangs, but then, like, she has... They're like Sephiroth bangs. I don't know. Oh, so people sacrifice themselves just for you to get here. Better make the most of it, bitch. Okay, seriously. Yeah, that's the annoying thing about Fiora, is that she'll immediately move the second she shows up on the map. And, we need to recruit her so that way she doesn't become a liability to herself. So, yeah. This is Fiora. Sister? Florina has sisters? Oh my goodness. I mean, you should have been able to tell because their names are only, like, 2 letters apart. So, yeah, this is who you could be using if you weren't using Florina and you wanted to use a different Pegasus Knight. Fiora herself, not the... I don't know how to really describe her. Like, I don't think she's awful, but I always think she's more inconvenient than she's truly worth. As far as her growths and level ups are concerned, she's going to get more strength on average than Florina, if I recall correctly. So that makes her immediately more, like... I wouldn't say more usable, but, like, she'll get a lot more, like, self-supportive early. I don't know, like, the biggest problem is that if you're training her, you have to train her in Dread Island and Dragon's Gate, and none of those chapters are very convenient for Pegasus Knights. I mean, there's archers in both of them. This chapter is fucking, like, dripping with archers. And spoilers, Dragon Gate is not exactly... you know, Dragon's Gate has a bunch of archers in one area, and it's really annoying. So, I mean... I don't know. I mean... I'm ignoring their dialogue, by the way. I don't care. On the plus side, Fiora has a lot better support options than Florina does, in my opinion. Well, I think Fiora's element is Anima, I want to say. And she can support with Kent, Eliwood, Sane, Florina as well, but I don't know why you would use both of them at the same time. And then one more unit. I don't remember who off the top of my head. I remember it being someone fairly decent, if I recall correctly. Whatever. So she's a decent unit to use if you weren't using Florina and you wanted to use a flyer. I personally recommend against her just because Florina is so much easier to use at this point, especially if you've been using her since Lin Mode. Look at this level. So she's got 8 strength, 11 speed, or 11 skill, 13 speed. Florina's got she's got way better stats at this point. I wouldn't doubt that Fiora could become better with training. It's just a pain in the ass, really. So yeah. Either way, though, she's a nice unit to have. And I figure I should mention this now because there's not going to be another relevant point. There is a third Pegasus Knight you can get in this game. Her name is Farina, and so Florina and Fiora are sisters. Farina is the other sister of those two. So they're like a Pegasus trio. They're related by blood, whatever. And so Farina's thing is that we can't actually recruit her, at least not in this playthrough, because the problem is she only appears in Hector mode. There's one specific chapter in Hector mode where she'll appear, and you have to pay a ludicrous amount of gold to get her. And she shows off even worse than Fiora. She shows up way later in the game. That said, though, she has probably the best growth out of the both of them, in my opinion, at least. And she's also just... I'm gonna sound very biased here, but she's probably my favorite just because she has the funniest supports, and I like her the most. I don't know. I mean, there's many reasons why you shouldn't use her, but if I were to pick my favorite between the three of them, I would definitely pick Farina. Like I said, we're not gonna be seeing her sadly, but and damn, Jesus, Ken. Slow down, buddy. Yeah, 14, 14, 16. That is like, I've had Kents on my, I've had Kents on playthroughs where I've tryharded for him, and he's had worse stats than this, when he's at level 20 and promoted. So I'm very happy. From here on out, let's do this. Where did all the enemies go? Yeah, there's supposed to be like monks over here. Are they down here? I don't know, there's like no enemies, and I'm getting a little concerned. Whatever. Okay, there's an enemy. There's an enemy. There they are. There are the enemies. They appear. Yeah, try it. Fucking try it, dude. Okay, there's all these enemies appearing out of nowhere now. Oh no, Nosferatu. Yeah, no. don't even think you're gonna hit me. Ah, jeez. So, oh gosh, now they're spawning. So I'll have to pay attention here. How about? Yeah, you have yeah, I don't know that, but I don't really have many choices. That's gross. Let's move you. Let's move you over there. I think Florina will be fine on her own, I'm hoping. I don't have any reason to suspect she won't be, so here's the hoping. I mean, I don't see another knight in the area, or not knight, pirate in the area. So she shouldn't be getting hit by another unit, so theoretically this should all be working out, hopefully, possibly, maybe, possibly, maybe. Okay, let's do this, bye. Oh yeah, Nosferatu, that really useful item. I kinda don't want to move you out of your range to support, but whatever. Whatever. I don't care, I'm gonna be stupid. You keep you attached to him like a fucking ball and chain. Okay, what turn is it? Turn 4, yeah. So as I said earlier, this chapter really, it looks worse than it is as far as, size goes. It's really just about knowing what to expect. And, yeah, once you've gotten past probably around this turn, you're in for smooth sailing because there's not really too much more surprises you can encounter. Uhai is, I think he has a longbow, a killing edge, and then I don't remember what other bow he has. I think he has a second bow. Maybe it's just a longbow, but either way. I do not recall off the top of my head. We'll find out in a second because I'm probably going to get aggroed by him. Oh, you jerk. Cool. Okay, the joke's over now. Hey, I'm into it. That's a lot of luck, wow. We're just getting a lot of luck out of nowhere, and I didn't know. Okay. Hey, they're the monks that I was looking for. I'm probably speeding up a bit too much, but I don't care. Wow, that background looks nauseating. Jesus, what is this, Lord of the Rings illustrated? Christ. Okay, yeah, attack him if you want, I give a shit. Can't we just feast on your fucking bones, dude? So, let's go here. Okay, so... Yeah, no, Eric, you're lucky this is normal mode, because I would be really complaining about your stats by now if this was hard mode. Whatever. Felina, we need to heal desperately. Felina needs healing badly. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, Dorcas just kind of turned into my surprisingly most stable character this entire playthrough. Motherfucker does not want to get speed. Or skill. I can handle not getting speed because he's a knight, but not getting skill, that's like, come on now. Come on, son. Sure, whatever. Bye. Hey, speaking of speed, even Elliewood got speed. Oswald, step your game up, man. That Elliewood not getting speed was almost like a borderline unfunny meme for this playthrough. Okay, this is oh shit, I didn't actually, I was gonna save state. Yeah, well there's Uhai, because I knew he was right there. Yeah, he has a short bow, that's why I wanted to save state. Because that means he's gonna be able to crit, and I'm not in love with how much he can probably crit on Kent for. So, that was a mistake. Whatever, not much I can do about it now. I've always loved this song. I mean, I know we've heard it earlier in the playthrough, but this is... Whenever I think of Uhai, I always think of Rise to the Challenge, which is this theme. Also, thankfully, Uhai is not critically. He's still doing damage, but I mean... I was just mostly concerned about critically with the short bow. Because that was like scary as hell to me. Okay, okay, I'm probably killing Uhai this year, and then fuck it. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Let's just do this because I don't like him. Okay. I can't even reach with Lily, but that sucks. Oh, I can't reach with Lynn? That double sucks. So I'm kinda... My options are kill with Hector. Oh, and Hector cannot... So when I said I'm probably killing with Hector, or killing Uhai this turn, I did not properly estimate myself. Oh, motherfucker. You're not even doing that much, but still. I'm not terribly intimidated with Uhai's killing edge. I'd rather not deal with it, but... Yeah, with Elliewood support he's doing slightly better, but I'm not loving those. I think he can take a turn dealing with the killing edge. If he can't, then whatever. Ooh. He's not, but you're about to get fucking thrashed. I don't blame... Okay, yeah. Man, I was talking about Uhai being an easy kill, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I have to use my lords to kill him. Who may not be the most reliable people at the moment. Oh well. Hey, holy shit, level up. Jesus Christ, Kent really wants to... Kent is really trying his absolute hardest to earn my favorite unit status, and it's working. Anyway, who's Brendan Reed? We'll find out eventually, but for now, we're not gonna find... We're not gonna know. We're not even gonna run into him for a very long time. That's neither here nor there. Oh, you poor thing. Too bad, I'm gonna have to kill you now. And Lynn comes the closest here to actually being able to convince Uhai not to fight. But Uhai's like, yeah, fuck it. Yep, and here he goes. Fortunately, Uhai is dumb and decided to attack Lin for no good reason because he probably would have been doing more damage to Hector using his killing edge, but whatever. Oh gosh, I didn't realize that she was in range of an enemy. Mayday, mayday, Fiora's getting attacked. Yeah, no, that's not happening. 15. Let's just use you to be safe. Bye. Okay, so that means that there's only Uhai left, which is good-ish, I guess. Like, certainly not a bad thing. I'm just kind of over this Uhai fight. Can I use the Manikati? I can. Guess what I'm doing? Death by irony. Okay. I kind of needed you to be doing a kill there, but okay. That's totally fine, Lin. It's okay. We've got our buddy Hector here. Hector can take care of it for us. See, look. Hector took out the trash. Yeah, we are pretty kick-ass. So, since we killed Uhai quick enough, he's giving us some instructions to go to... Oh, never mind. I'm imagining things. For some reason, I thought he gave us instructions to the bonus chapter, but he does not. Also, shit, level 16. I need to pay attention. I really, really want that stupid chapter. The one that needs the levels to be under 50, but whatever. Anyway, I was hallucinating, because I thought Uhai gave us directions to the bonus chapter, but he doesn't. Either way, he gives us directions to Dragon's Gate, which is arguably more important. Smart choice. Alrighty, and here we go. Oh, wait. Poor Matthew. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything funny or witty to say here, because I respect Matthew and Hector's characters too much. I don't know. I've always felt really personally like that the Matthew Layla stuff was so well done, because it's such an optional thing, but I don't know. Man. Anyway, more importantly, this is what I wanted to get at. Except side quests, we are sure as hell doing this side quest. This one will be a party in and of itself, because it's going to be, like I said, one of the most difficult chapters in the playthrough, in my opinion. But, fortunately, we should be able to come out on top. So yeah, in the meantime, I will see you guys next time for the bonus chapter. It's going to be called Imprisoner of Magic, and yeah, it's going to have a neat little gimmick to it. So I'll see you then.